Well, hey guys, listen, I'm just back from the Northeast Disc Expo, and it was a great time. Hopefully I'm going to have a video up either before this or after this, who knows, schedule-wise, talking a little bit about it. But it was a great time up there. I went up with Robbie C, and we had a great time. We hit Maple Hill and Meadowbrook Orchard, phenomenal courses. So today I've got the Pixel. Shout out to Eric who handed this to me. And I'm just going to play a semi-running round because I need to shake off some of this. It's not really jet lag, but just expo lag. But I also have a problem. One of the reasons why I'm down here like this is all my camera gear is packed up in a box coming, hopefully today, along with my shoes. And I normally have worn these pants with my boots. I didn't realize they're a little bit of a high water issue. I don't know if you've ever dealt with that. See, back in the day, that was a big no-no. But now you can kind of get away with it. I mean, Pee Wee Herman was a fashion trend setter. But yeah, look at these pants. Run a little high. So I've got high waters going on. I've got the wrong kind of shoes because all my boots are in the package to go here. So I'm not really set up. I packed my razor. I'm just falling apart. But what do you do when you're falling apart? You go play a little disc golf. So we're going to take the Pixel around right after the intro. Okay, so we're starting out on hole number 1, and what I'm going to try to do is set this camera up as best I can. I basically have a tiny tripod, fill in your own joke there, and I'm going to set it best I can. And I'm just gonna, I've literally thrown this 2 times yesterday, just threw 2 shots with it. So it's brand new. I'm assuming I'm gonna like it, but we're gonna go take it around and see what we can do. So anyway, let's go out there and have some fun. I think for the Pixel, I'm gonna play the blues, the short ones. Yeah, I may throw an audible on 1 or 2, but I'm gonna play the blues. So this one, to the blues. Stop looking at my pants. Okay. That's enough, sorry. So there's a little headwind, and it picked up and gave it a little flip up, and it just cruised nicely. The question is, did I stay up on top of the hill? We'll find out. All right. Real quick, I'm using the DJI Pocket 3 for my camera, and yeah, this is the first time I've kind of carried it around just to do one of these rounds, but I like it a lot. It feels a little glidey. It's got a little more extra glide to it, so be interesting to see how that all works out. Yep, I was worried I went just a little bit past the basket. So now we gotta find it. Needed just a little more glide. All right, so far we've had a right to left crosswind on the first shot and a headwind on the second shot, and it seems to be just point and shoot, straight flyer, goes where you want. It feels like a little bit domier, smaller hex, if that makes sense. But I'm not an expert by any means. I just like the flight so far. Yeah, I forgot I was going for the blue basket. I went great for the yellow basket. That's gonna leave me a death putt. We will not be running this shot. Play it smart, use the log, hopefully. This will be a good test of the forehand. Nice and easy. Let's see how it does. It definitely just held it. I was expecting the drop off, the fade at the end, and I didn't give it a lot of beans, so it just kind of held that line even longer than I expected. It's not a bad shot, but it was fighting the fade more than I expected. I think I just repeated myself. All right. Oh, Pete. Guys, if you've watched this channel any, it's this basket. There's something between me and this basket that I can't explain. I keep doing this same thing where I just miss the basket and go far away. Fight through. Good run at it. Hey, shout out to Mike Laminack. Today he got a hole-in-one on this hole, so way to go, Mike. All right, while I'm walking, I'll just talk about the expo a little bit. It was so phenomenal. 2 days of just all the vendors were there. You had Jerem, Paul Macbeth, Simon, Paul Kranz just signed with MVP. Got to hang out with a lot of great guys. Folks that just love disc golf. I went out, and I'll show in the video, I have the parking lot just literally wrapped around the parking lot of people waiting to get in. Really cool. Good English there, Pete. As I was telling folks, you know, I started this 30 years ago, and we had about 8-10 guys in Augusta that played. And we just wanted anybody to play and trying to be ambassadors of it. We never dreamed of something like this. We did dream, we hoped maybe one day, but to see it actually happen, it's pretty darn cool. So for you new guys, especially the COVID folks, you just can't imagine how awesome something like the expo is. Shout out to Benny. I think Ben Kenny, I'll have to check that. Phenomenal job. If you haven't checked out his little video about it on Disc Golf World. If you haven't checked it out on Disc Golf World, he talks about the Northeast Expo and his kind of vision for it. Go check it out. I'll leave a link somewhere. Thanks. Oh! Just brushed by the front of the basket and then caught the curb to keep me from skipping out, because it actually was going to carry out. Man, that thing has a little extra glide. I put it up. I was going to aim short, and it just picked up and rode and had that extra glide that almost pushed me out of bounds. So good disc, but yeah, there's glide there. Let's face it, that would have been a fun ace. Take my meter in. So you won't be able to see the basket, but it's just straight ahead. It's behind that pine tree. This will be a good test. It's just straight. It's just straight. It's just straight. I threw it a little bit right, and it never left the line. It just stayed straight the whole time. Ooh, as he trips over a root. There's nothing wrong with straight. You can work with straight. You can do all kinds of stuff with straight, so I like that. I'll give it the beans, Pete. Scared. The extra glide's in my head a little bit, so I got to work on just that timing and the touch with the extra glide. Gave it a run. Yep, just slid right by the basket. Missed that tree, but I'm in. Oh, hit the hill.
Hey, yeah, pretty straight.
Yeah, that was not my line, but I'll take it. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, have a great day.
Just don't bust your butt, Pete. All right. Just drop beneath it. Thank you, guys. So it's got a little hyzer flip to it. That one just picked up and rode, even though I put it on hyzer and stayed straighter than I expected. Granted, it is downhill. We've talked about that. Oh, and here comes a headwind. That explains. Downhill headwind, it's going to hang on to the right. Okay, ignore me. I don't know what I'm talking about. And I can't breathe. I got to skip a ricochet off that log. Thank you, log. All right, that's 9 holes, guys. Thank you for coming along with me. I don't know if I'll split this up or I'll go all 18, but in case I do, thank you so much for watching. Okay, sitting around all weekend at the expo and not getting enough sleep, this round's kicking my butt as far as my physical endurance. But hey, we're playing with the Pixel from the Northeast Disc Expo, and I messed up on the last hole thing. That was hole 9, that was hole 10, so I'll move that around. But anyway, let's go finish the back 9, if I can breathe. It feels like it flies like a good seasoned AVR, is kind of what I'm thinking right now. I threw a little hyzer and it just kind of popped up, came over here, got me a nice skip back to the basket. Good ankle shot for you there. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if you could see it with this wide angle, probably not, but it's got a little flip up on it. I liked where I put that one and it just rode a little bit more into the trees. Huh, interesting. Not that I would ever throw a bad shot. Okay, the wind is swirling a little bit. I got a headwind. I can see how that might have done something. I feel like because of the glide, it definitely is more wind, affected more by the wind. This will be a good test of a nice straight forehand. The wind is coming across here. I was thinking I was gonna flip it, but I got that flight plate exposed and it just held it out. That was a bad shot on me. Oh gosh, I am in the middle of the jungle bush. All right. Ooh, I just about busted my butt. All right, here we go. Can you tell I'm being a little wimpy with those? I'm just low because I'm worried about the glide past the basket. But you know, they say never up, never in. Even the hawk's giving me crap, if you can hear him. This weather sure beats the rain, sleet, and snow in Boston. Whew. I normally throw my real flippy disc, and so I tried to oversteer it and I T-Rexed it. You ever T-Rex a shot? I should have gone for the higher percentage shot down the middle, but I was trying to do something fancy. Don't try to do something fancy. Try to do something smart. Got an alley. Let's get you lined Get up in the air, Pete. Oh, almost skipped in. Oh, guess I'm getting old. Throwing low. Okay, shout out to my buddy John McClure who aced the yellow basket here last week. Now, of course he said nobody was here to witness it, so I immediately denied it ever happened. But John has better character than I do, so I can really trust him that if he says he got an ace, he got an ace. So, well done, John. Great job. Need a little more height. It was right angle, just a little more height. Just don't hit the camera, Pete. I could probably get away with that, claiming that it was an ace, except for you heard the clonk of the ground afterwards. So, ooh, good head rush on that one too. So, yeah, just a little off. All right. Up on the hill. Get by it, get by it. I think we're all right. I've cleaned up a tunnel shot gap for the blue one, or I can do a Anheuser. I need to see how it handles the Anheuser, so I'm going to try that instead. A little early. Yep. Oh, it's close. You really kind of need a little bit more stable shot for that Anheuser, but I was wanting to test that, especially with the headwind. It just it pulled in too much. I didn't get a good line on it. Oh my gosh. Yes. All right. This could be very ugly. But let's try it. Too short, wind's gonna catch it, it's going down the hill. That was dumb. In my mind, I was gonna throw a great shot, and I just did a little. I hate to say it, sometimes I will pick a shot just because I think it'll look cooler instead of the smart shot, and that wasn't cool. That was going to be a bogey-free round. And how many low shots have I putted today? Hoop! This is why you keep playing disc golf, because you keep learning and teaching yourself not to be stupid. I still haven't learned that. Got it. I really like that shot, but once again, the downhill, it never let it catch to fade. It just held it up and just stayed straight all the way down. I threw it exactly how I thought it should go. And man, now I'm stuck in the water. And that's how it goes. Last two holes kind of screw up a little bit. All right, so I went out right about here. There's the basket. I can go for it with the wind and go back OB. I'm gonna try to float this a little bit. Oh gosh. I thought I'd blown that one right into the creek, so I'll take it. Well, so there you go, guys. Dang it, I had that one bogey on the last hole. Had a good round with it. I really like it. It's a little extra glidey. Next thing I'm gonna need to do is bring this out versus the Watt, because I really like the Watt, and they fly pretty similarly, and do a comparison of them. But yeah, good little disc. Will it fit in the bag? I don't know, because it's really, I got the spot with the watt right now, so I don't necessarily need it, but it may prove that it's a little bit better, so we'll see. Anyway, thank you so much for coming along, guys. It was good for me to get out. The conference was great, but we didn't sleep a lot, and it's just a grind, so this is exactly what I needed to get back going. So anyway, I'll see you on the next time, and I really do hope to see you out on the course.